everybody, I'm SGM. Welcome back to some more Techopolis 2, where today we should be getting our first thermal machines, because that's the next stage in the quest line here. So, just taking a look. Oh, we can close off that. We've finished advanced. We are working through elite. So, finished silver and gold yesterday, so today we get to start thermal. So the first thing we need to do is to get the research papers for the thermal series, which was 4 blocks of electrum, which is a silver gold alloy, and then 4 advanced techium of the obvious research papers as well. And then after that we'll be doing like the basic machine frames and getting some simple machines. So the first and I think most obvious power source that we got is, because we just set up the lava in the last episode, is magmatic dynamos. These are going to be pretty good for a centralized power source, because I've got the lava coming in one spot there. But I'll be using some lapidary dynamos for spot power increase as well, until we get to, I think, the Power mod. We might make something more central, and we can, by that time, we can probably get some wireless power as well, so we don't have to worry about, where these power sources are coming from in the future. So rather than tearing down that whole water wheel and replacing it with magmatics or lapidaries or something like that from thermal, I think we'll just supplement a little bit, because it does not take very long at all for that, well, because I have no accumulators over there, right? So it doesn't take very long for the internal buffer in the machines to wear down, and then they're slow, really slow. So, for example, making these, you can see how fast that's going down there, and when it gets all the way down, that one water wheel is just not cutting it. And I think rather than adding in the extra water wheels to improve the power situation, I'll just put down a couple of lapidaries here. We can connect it via the immersive engineering connectors and everything, so that won't be a problem. We just hook them into that connector there, and that will spread to the 2 machines equally. So the bottling machine does not have any power mix up at all. I put a stack and a half a few stacks of bottles in there just to flex, I guess. So I think I've got 48 more steel gears waiting for me in here. No, I put them in already. But anyways, we do have lots of the advanced techium ready to go here. So we're looking at 16, 15 as my bottleneck in there, 15 or 16. Those going. Search paper, and then I was making electrum in there. Just hold on to that extra for now. We can go ahead. Oh, I already made the thermal series one, so we'll need the electrum for later, because it is in the recipe for the elite techium here. So electrum gears are needed, so thankfully it was not a waste at all to get these here now. So yeah, let's tick this one off. And now I couldn't, even in preparing for this episode, I couldn't see any of the recipes. So now we can. The first thing it's asking us to make is the machine frame. Is that it? Yes. So that's an electrum gear as well, some silver ingots and some glass. Come over here and really quickly get some more glass queued up because I was using a lot of it for the bottles to get the lava bottles running. I guess I've got this on me right now. Let's get rid of this pesky hunger thing. I think that's going to be a good move because I want this area moving forward because this is where I'm going to build off my thermal, and I'll have a workshop area in this corner, I think, where I have all my machines for handcrafting stuff. So let's do that. So in the advanced research area here, there is a no hunger research. It's expensive. It's going to cost $64 dues. And then we have to make these papers, which is 4 advanced techium, and then 4 apples, which if you had gone with an oak tree at the beginning would be no problem because you'd have thousands of them kicking around, but right now I do not. So I'll get some apples and we'll get rid of this hunger. All right, that only took a stack of oak logs to get there, so yeah, not the best. Not the best luck on the apples, but that is just fine. Oh, there's an extra jumbo furnace I missed in the rewards. Here, be faster. Let me get these 64 tech bucks because, oh well, let's just do this. Oh yeah, that's going to clog our inventory. Real nice. Some advanced research. There we go. No more hunger. Even though that's covered with glass, I can still use it. And I'm almost blocked myself out of getting into there. Right. Electrum, some Constantan. I'm left with 19 of the dollary dues. Got some sugar cane, some grout dust, some invar, some steel, a little bit of everything. Guess all of this electrum can find a place to live. Don't think I need enough Constantan to require a drawer for it. I know I need a bit of it, but I don't know that I need that much of it. And we can just recycle all of this. Because we will not need that any longer. Change that to paper. Put that in there. Oh, 3 more cocoa. That's a direct recipe. Got an item router, which I made one earlier, so that gives us 2 now. So if I need to do any fancy splitting and stuff on these belts, that's done with this item router. Got lots of wood on me. Oh, and I got that second World and You book, which I haven't even opened either side. Oh, I did make a wooden storage crate just for holding some of the bits and bobs that I want to have on me because I'm used to having them on me at this point now. All right, Mr. Machine Frame. I forgot to start the Electrum gears. Like I said, because they're part of the next Techium, I don't mind just making a ton of them for now. And we're going to need a ton. We're going to need to make quite a few of these thermal machine frames. Sterling, compression, magmatic. So this needs an Invar gear, 2 Invar ingots. Make 3 for now. Have any glass left on me, so we'll grab some from there. And silver. Nickel, aluminum, tin, silver. Just get 4 for now. Oh, I'm missing iron. Three of those guys. We will need some of the flux duct, but I'm not a fan of this stuff. Oh, we need lead before we can even do that. Okay. That takes care of that, I guess. So we'll take a look here. So wants us to get an induction smelter and a pulverizer. The pulverizer is the thing we need to get going first because that leads us down this lead dust trail. So we need to get lead dust, which the only way to get it before you have lead itself is by pulverizing silver. So we need the pulverizer, we have to put a bunch of silver in there, and then hopefully we get the 4 lead dust that we need to make the research papers for the lead. So that's 2 flint, a piston, and 2 copper gears. So aha, so I believe we need the induction smelter to get the flint, because breaking flint or breaking gravel does not give flint. So to make a pulverizer, we need flint, and it's made in a pulverizer. So we have to get it via the induction smelter first. We need a blast furnace and two more Invar gears. those. 3 smooth stone, 5 iron. Oh, I forgot to grab the sand while I was over here. Good enough. Induction smelter. Gravel. I looked at that before, I would have been ready for it. We just need 2 flint for now to get the 1 pulverizer. To let that build up for a couple of minutes so that we have some silver to pulverize. I think it'll be easier to look at. See, you don't, if you pulverize the ingot, you have no chance to get the lead. So it's got to be the ore version that we process. Forgot about the piston. I have 533 compressed cobblestone. Didn't need any. I have everything for a piston on me. What was I thinking? But now that we have machines like the induction smelter, we can set those up for automation a lot easier than using this guy here. The pain in the butt with the immersive one is making sure that it gets fed with coal. And with the current tech that we have, or that I'm going to be using anyways, you could go with simple storage and be able to moderate the input on that. But with the using the belts and the lower tech automation that I have going, it's not there. So I'll just be using the induction smelters for doing those when we get to the full automations of the Techium, which we're definitely going to need. So hey, we got 1 lead dust out of the first 4 silver. So I just have to keep going on that here. And we end up with this silver dust. So you get 2 silver dust out of each silver ore that you pulverize. But if you wanted to smelt them back down, then it would take 2 silver dust to go back to 1 silver ingot. So using the pulverizer, you can get to 1 silver ingot per 1 ore. You can double that if you go to the induction smelter, where 1 silver dust gives you 1 silver ingot. So if you really want to up your productions at this point in the pack, then you're going to be doing the pulverizer into the induction smelter and that'll get you 2 ingots per ore. But what we need to do is to go for this signalum. So let's just, we'll end up with a bunch of silver dust, so we can process it all back into signalum eventually, but we're just hoping to get lucky and get those 4 lead dust that we need to continue that way, down this way to get the lead ores set up and running. But the next steps, as I just pointed out there, was getting the signalum. And you have 2 ways. We can go with the dust way, which is combining 3 copper dust, a silver dust, and 4 redstone dust, or you can do it in the induction smelter and go straight to the ingot form. You will have to do 1 recipe like this to get your tech buck if you want it though. But I think because we've got all that silver dust right there, I'll just do the induction smelter recipe and just bypass this one. I'm pretty sure I'll be doing it that way. And then we've got to press that down into a signalum plate so that we can go towards the crystallizer. And then there's this hardened glass step, which steel dust, which is easy. You just need to pulverize up some steel. But obsidian is the next thing that we need to look at getting, which is down this way with the blast chiller. And so that's going to require 2 more Invar gears and 2 Techium ingots as well. So only 3. I'll just do it all for now. I guess I'm using up enough Invar at this point that I should have some going proactively, and I'm almost out of fuel, so oh, you're completely out. Lovely. You can take that, catch up on the processing. You know, got to keep an eye on everything. I'm just not fully automating everything right yet, but that day is coming fairly soon here. All right, so what we're doing, we're putting away this extra nickel. Don't think I need that iron for right now. I think I'm good with the silver. We should have our 4. Somebody's having a laugh, that's for sure. I guess I'd better not hook that back up until I know that I've got my 4th one. I'll bring you back when this one finally procs. Alright, I'm still waiting on the 4th lead dust. So I've made the blast chiller. This takes liquids and turns them into blocks. Our application here will be for making obsidian, obviously, because we need that to make the hardened glass. So fairly slow process, but we can get 8 going at a time. If we have 8 buckets available, that is. I wanted to make it constantly. I could wrap this fluid pipe around and have an input on the side, or even maybe on the back would be better, one or the other, and feed it lava automatically. don't need to do that just yet, but if we get up to 36, we can set up a miner for it. We just need to, oh, we need diamonds before we get to that, because that's the next stage. So I guess we can't mine obsidian just yet, but we will eventually for sure. I've just been getting ahead on the signalum there with all this silver dust that we happen to be creating. I just put in the copper ingots in the redstone manually. I'm still very surprised. So the crystallizer. This takes 2 signalum plates and 2 constantan gears. I knew there was constantan somewhere along the way here. I only have 3 ingots there. Never gave it a spot. All right, maybe I used it up somewhere else. All right, RNG gods. Oh, they love me. I guess this is my life for night right now. Can I get close enough to do both? Yes, I can be. All right, we're pausing this till we get that 4th lead dust. I guess I could talk about this because I had a peek ahead in the pack here. So just looking forward as to what we need for the end game and what we can set up now so that we're not behind the 8 ball when we get towards that end of the pack. So thermal series we got. So there was this compressed netherrack recipe that I found, which requires 8 5x compressed cobblestone. So we're going to need quite a bit of cobblestone one way or the other. Even like that just gives us 1. So even if we wanted to make a netherrack miner, we would need 4 recipes of this at the very minimum just to get a netherrack miner. Never mind other things that we can find in Compressium. Hence the very last quest line, which is this mod mastery one. We need 8 9x compressed cobblestone. So we're going to need to step up our cobblestone game for sure. And I'm not talking just having like 3 miners on cobblestone. We can mine the compressed versions of the cobblestones. Hey, we finally got it there. Hooray. So I wanted to see how far up the line I could get. So I can make a 1x? Right, okay. So I can make a... Oh, did I did the wrong... There we go. We'll put it back to the 1x for now, just because it's easier to work with. So we can make a miner for the 2x compressed cobblestone. We just need the tier 3 support frame for that. And then when I get enough of that, I will upgrade it to the 2x or to the 3x, and we'll mine that and just keep upgrading that along the way. So that'll be a little bit of extra busy work to do that we can't really automate. But it's something that takes 5 minutes every couple of hours, right? To ramp up, and we should be good to go for the end game there. And 2 Constantan gears we needed. Ah yes, this we needed the hardened glass for. The hardened glass again was steel dust and sand. I'm only going to do 1 recipe for now. We'll make another set of steel gears. Steel ingot in there. Oh, I forgot to do the 2 signalum plates. Was the other machine that we needed to get? Oh yes, a magma crucible. And that's 2 more hardened glass, so we do need 2 recipes. Keep up with this busy work. And yeah, we're ready for a good amount of advanced techium when we need it. Get silver back in the mix, and got all the signalum we're going to need for the first few advanced techniums. Oh, we needed 2 of those. Forgot to pulverize the second one of these. Oh, sand it was, not glass. That should get us the hardened glass. 2 more Invar gears. See, if I could have seen all these recipes before I started the recording process, then I would have been able to have all of these bits and bobs worked out, but this is the way the mastery system works here, so might as well be making obsidian while we can. Have a machine frame left over? I need 2 machine frames. That means I'm going to need a leather electrum gear. I've got that. I have all the bits and bobs for silver. Just the hardened glass we're looking for now. All right, these I'll go over probably in the next episode because this is a big, long process. But I swear carry on is in this pack, but it won't let us do it on those machines. I can pick up with the carry on mod my drawers. That I can't carry on. I can sleep in a bed. No carry on for that. Chests we can carry on, but machines we can't. So kind of gonna waste this RF every time I break and replace one of these machines. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it keeps it. Oh, okay. I guess never mind me and my thinking. Yes, we need to work down this line in the next episode. I did want to get the lead taken care of though, so. Here's submit. Now we're just going to do the whole lead thing. No need to do that on camo. You've seen it 100 times already. And I'll just be putting my lead down somewhere. Probably expand this line over here a little bit. And that should, yeah, it finishes off everything in this chapter except for the making of these crystal bases, which is a thing into itself. You need liquid glass and niter, which niter is a pain in the butt to get. I think we have to buy it because the way to get it without buying it is, it's not feasible. We want to mine it too, I guess. Oh, I just thought about the signalum. We don't have to do a dust recipe. You can just pulverize one of these in there. Get that quest completion and then back into the induction smelter. All right, I'm going to put that back up and we'll be passively making a whole bunch of, well, not, I guess there's no reason not to do this right now. I'm so indecisive so much. I need 6 iron plates. I go in here, I set the config to the back of the machine to input. All right, no more bucketing lava, so passively producing lava for now until I change this up. I'll probably expand this out a little bit and like I said, set up a little workshop of the thermal machines here so that I can do the spot crafting I need in this area. And then, you know, this is our first, I guess, semi-permanent setup that I could have there, but not necessarily. Anyways, this one's droned on long enough doing all of the bits and bobs, but yeah, that's fun. Now that we're into some real machines now, we can get some actual return rates like pulverizing coal or other things can get us actual better, like much better results if you're having trouble keeping up just like by making extra sources of the miners, right? Like having 3 or 4 coal might be necessary with the best caps you can get on there, but if you go to the thermal machines, you'll be way further ahead. So anyways, as I've been said 3 times already, that's enough for this episode. I appreciate you all for checking it out, and we will see you in the next one.